Hello, friends. TimMint here today, not Tim Pops, TimMint. So, I want to start doing reviews of my favorite comic books. This is Uncanny X-men 184, the very first X-Men book I ever bought in May of 1984 at the drugstore in Grafton, Ohio. Thumbs up if you like Grafton. All right, next to Lou, right down the street from Lou's Pizza and Bob's Barbershop. So let's dig into X-Men 184, Uncanny X-Men, I'm sorry. Great cover with Professor X and Rachel. First appearance of Rachel Summers, the alternate timeline daughter of Scott Summers, Cyclops. So we got Mystique and Destiny are going to visit Forge. First appearance of Forge, too, I believe. My memory may be wrong. So you have Mystique and Destiny in different looks going to visit Forge to talk to him about his gun that he made that will take away mutant superpowers because they want the gun. So there's Forge in his first appearance. He's a cool character. His mutant power is to create things like guns and machines and stuff, which is pretty cool. He's got a fake arm and fake leg. There's the gun. Which comes into play in the next issue, which was, the X-Men back in the 80s was the best, as we would say. There we go. They want it. He won't give it to them. The X-Men are on TV because they just fought a big dragon when they came back from Secret Wars in Japan. And Rachel is in our timeline. There she is, walking around like a homeless person in New York. Love Rachel. One of my favorite characters. Future member of Excalibur and X-Men. Look at her. She's artwork. John Romita Jr.'s artwork. A++. Look at that. Look at that drawing. Look at the detail. So she sees X-Men on TV. She's looking for the X-Men. And then this witch, super mutant witch, attacks her. She wants her powers. Selene. She wants Rachel's powers. I haven't read this in a long time. She tries to get Rachel. She's going to steal Rachel's powers. Rachel doesn't know how powerful she is yet, but she will. She can hear everything. She's a telepath. Look at her. She hears. She runs into a nightclub to get away from Selene and hears everybody's thoughts around her. Can you imagine not being able to control that and hearing everybody's thoughts? That would be horrible. It would be very horrible. The bouncer wants to throw her out. Look. Because he said she got in for free, so he went to throw her. I love the arrow pointing down. Read this one next. But then this gentleman runs to her. Hey, what's your story? He says he wants to help her. Look, he takes her back to his apartment and gets her a drink. She's homeless. Oh, it's okay. What a nice guy. He wants to help her. Gives her a place to stay for the night, gets her a drink of orange juice or something. She's taking a nice bath. Can you imagine time traveling? So she must be dirty. She hears a noise and puts on her robe, goes out to find the nice guy who took her in has been totally the life sucked out of him. Nick, are you? Oh my God. Of course, Selene followed her to Nick's house and sucked Nick's life force out of him. Now she wraps Rachel in the carpet and she's going to do the same thing to Rachel. But Rachel tries to use her newfound powers on Selene to fight back, but Rachel doesn't know how to control her powers. So, it's not going to work out very good for Rachel. Let's see what happens. And you know what happens next. She's screaming her head off. Oh my God, help me. And help. She's about to be killed by Selene. And look who shows up. Professor X in his superhero outfit. Because now he can walk. To go back and read such a long story of how that all happened, but I always liked Professor X as a member of the team fighting alongside the X-Men. I am Charles Xavier. Stand away from the girl, Selene. By hectic. Is it a ghost? Selene is caught off guard. See, Charles could pick up Rachel with Cerebro, but we'll figure it out. There's Nightcrawler, Colossus, and Rogue burst in the room. Look at that. To help save Rachel. It's quite great. Look at Nightcrawler, kick butt. Well, she goes to suck Rogue's powers, but Rogue's powers, if you touch her skin, Rogue absorbs your memories. But Professor X, so Rogue starts going crazy because she's absorbing Selene's powers and memories because Selene touched Rogue barehanded. Look at that. So Professor X jumps in and he stops her. Colossus picks up Rachel and Nightcrawler and they escape. And look who's outside to put the fire out. Storm in her new punk rock look. Excellent. Excellent book. What does happen to Selene? Does she die? I don't know. Selene escapes and teleports away. She teleports out and gets away. She'll be back. Then the X-Men tell Rachel how they were looking for her because they knew she was here, and look at, she's surprised that Professor X can walk because in her timeline he never walked. Oh no, the world is doomed. And Storm was never a punk rocker, so she knows she's in an alternate reality, and her world is doomed. But there's Colossus, Storm, Rogue, and Nightcrawler standing over Professor X and Rachel. Great book. Great book, great book. Great introduction to the X-Men. If you want to pick it up, there's an old ad, John Byrne ad for a subscription. I got subscriptions to all of them. If you want a really great book to start off with the X-Men, I recommend Uncanny X-Men 184. My first book, X-Men book. I bought it when it came out on the rack, news rack. Hope you enjoyed my video. And I will do more because I have boxes and boxes of comic books. So, thanks for watching. And have a good day. And if you know who Wilbur Carl is from Elyria, Ohio, who ran the bazaar, then like this video and say, thank you, my friend. Miss you, Wilbur. Rest in peace, buddy.